every hero, there's a villain. For every XB interceptor, there's the Gigahorse.
The vehicles are almost like an extension of the characters. And because this is a movie on wheels, the Gigahorse is the throne. It has to be the biggest vehicle.
In a world where there's barely one of anything, to show you had power, he's the man who's got two of everything. So a pair of 1959 Cadillac Coupe de Villes.
It's two V8 engines locked together into one shaft. It seriously rocks when you hear that thing come through.
What is up, YouTube? Devil's Details Diecast here, back with a Gaslands/Wastelands build. As some of you may have seen on Facebook, I purchased these two 1959 Cadillac Coupe de Villes for a very special build. I'm going to go ahead and try and replicate the Gigahorse from Mad Max Fury Road. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to 100% get the same exact, but I'm going to do as much as I can to get as close as to it as possible in a 1/64 scale. So the Gigahorse was made with two 1959 Cadillacs. It's going to be a lot of cutting on this project, and a lot of fitting, probably a lot of swearing, maybe some blood, and a lot of fury. So stick around for this very special edition build, and we'll see what we can come up with.
It is by my hand you will rise from the ashes of this world!
So we got step number one finished. What I ended up having to do, I don't know if you can really see it, I guess you can a little bit here, as I had to bend in the bottom fenders and sidewalls and flare out the top one just a little bit so I can get that to fit like so. Of course, this will be all connected and milliputted, and all the gaps will be hidden and all that stuff. But step one has been complete. Now we're on to cutting off the nose of the bottom Cadillac to extend that out to accommodate the twin V8 engines. I am not an engine guy. I have really no idea what a V8 engine would look like, to be honest. So I do have just some random 3D printed engines, and I'm going to put them together and see if I can copy as much of the movie car as possible when it comes to the engine. You can't really see the engines too much with all the pipes, so as long as it has a big beefy engine in it, I'm going to be happy with that. So don't crucify me if they're not two perfect V8 engines, because I don't even know what I have in the box. So stick around, and I will catch you back on another update. Back with a quick update here on the Gigahorse. Got the engines together, not together, just put them together for the build. Again, I know they're two different engines. I don't really care because the engines are really not the focal point of this build. And I do imagine that back in the day of Mad Max Fury, well, I should say in the future Mad Max Fury Road, that they would have used two different engines anyway. So I just kind of tacked in the chrome on the front, hit it with some black primer. I had to do some back windows on the top car here. These are grayed out in the movie, so I'm just going to throw some gray paint in there. And they actually come out here, and they have two guns mounted on the back, if you haven't seen the movie. One's a flamethrower and one's a harpoon gun. So this window's open. Looks like they have some kind of maybe a platform built here. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to leave it just with the back window open. You could technically stand in here. As we know from the movie itself, the whole top car has no interior. It's just open to the bottom. Immortan Joe drives down here, and you have people up in here and people that stand out the back to operate the weaponry. So again, I don't even think the weaponry was that big of a deal in the movie. I don't remember 100%, but I don't think the weapons on the back played a big role in the movie itself. So what I got to do next is build a platform that these engines could sit on, and then work on a chassis for it. That'll be the next part of this build. I'm also trying to work out the wheels, the tires. I have these big knobby tires, which were the basically the inspiration for the build, because I don't have many cars I can use these tires for. The only caveat is in the movie, the tires are big, but they're thinner, so they're doubled up. So I was thinking of cutting a set of these tires in half just to make them kind of two individual tires, to make it more screen accurate. These are about the right size for the tire. So I'm still kind of toying with, because I don't know where else I could get a tire this size that's split in half, half the width, other than going with a different scale car, which I don't really want to do because I have a lot of these tires sitting around, and these will most likely be the front tires. So, it's definitely got the right size and the right rake for them. I just got to figure out if I want to split these down the middle or just leave them as they are. Again, I'm trying to go as close to screen accurate as possible, but I know that I'm not going to be able to get exactly every single detail correct. But it'll still look pretty badass in the end. So stick around for the next portion, which will be the engine bay.